Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Me and the plants are back for another video, and as I said in my recent perfume video, I'm just kind of wanting to keep switching up the backgrounds, keeping things a little bit interesting over here, because obviously right now we're in lockdown and there's not a lot of variety I can bring to this channel right now, guys. Like, I'm not actually allowed to leave my house, so I'm just gonna keep switching up where I'm filming, and hopefully that keeps things interesting for you guys. I don't know, we'll see, we'll try, we're doing our best. It's 2021, or as I feel like it is, it's 2020 take two. It's fine. So today, as you will have already seen from the title, I'm gonna come at you with a book video, which I realise isn't something that I have done on this channel for many years. Like, super long-term subscribers will remember I used to kind of do a roundup of what I read every single month, and then I actually ended up getting a whole separate booktube channel, which I will leave linked in the cards. I haven't actually uploaded on there in a while, just because honestly, like, my main focus has been here and work. But if you want to see kind of more of a roundup of my reading tastes and what I read and stuff, then that is the channel to go to. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about the 5 non-fiction books that you need to read to change your life in 2021. And I'm going to level with you, some of these books I haven't actually read yet but are on my shelves, and I'm going to talk you through kind of why they're on my shelf and why I think they should be on your shelf too. Other ones I have read and obviously put into practice the things that they talk about. So without further ado, I'm just going to get straight into it. I'm actually going to get into the one that has like kind of changed my life the most, and that is The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. And actually, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna level with you here. It's actually technically 6 books. I'm cheating a little bit here, guys, because there's also The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. And both of these books are what kind of introduced me to the idea of the law of attraction and manifestation as kind of a way of changing your life. And I think I actually read The Magic first, and I remember picking this up when I lived in Manchester. So this would have been, actually sorry, before I moved to Manchester, this would have been way back in like 2014. And I honestly don't know where I heard of it, but I remember picking it up, I remember reading it, I remember applying some of the things that The Magic teaches, and actually I did make some changes in my life, but I'm quite bad in the way that sometimes I fall off the wagon a little bit with things like this, and I don't know, like, I'll start wanting to change my life. I'll be like, I'm going to exercise every day, and for like the first 5 days I'll do it, and then I'll have 1 day off, and after that I never get back to it. And that unfortunately is what I was like with The Magic. And I did it a few times and I never completed it, and to be honest, this day I don't think I've completed the entire book. But obviously we're a few years on, and my understanding of manifestation and the law of attraction has grown exponentially from there. I'm actually currently in the midst of taking a course to qualify myself as a manifestation life coach, so if you guys are interested in the manifestation, law of attraction kind of thing, I will do some more videos about that. Let me know in the comments if that is something that you would like to know more about. So The Secret and The Magic talk to you in detail about the law of attraction, and I would recommend starting with The Secret. It's a very good kind of like entry point. It basically explains how the law of attraction works. It's backed up by a lot of psychologists, religious practitioners, and it kind of goes super in depth and talks to you about how the law of attraction works, what exactly it is, how you can apply it to your life, where it has been seen throughout history. But it's also very accessible. If reading really isn't your thing, by the way, there is a Netflix documentary. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I haven't bothered watching it. I prefer books. But yeah, this is a very good entry point into the law of attraction. I would recommend reading this first. It kind of gives an overview of kind of everything from health and lifestyle all the way through to romance and finding a partner, and how you can apply the law of attraction to your life to help with those things. Similarly, The Magic is basically, I think it's a 28-day journey, so it's got a new exercise every single day that you're supposed to do for 28 days, and the idea is that this kind of like revolutionizes your life. The one thing that I really picked up from The Magic that stuck with me and that I did do religiously was writing a gratitude list every single day, and that didn't have to just be things that you were grateful for that you already had in your life. It could also be things that you were grateful for that you wanted in your life, and you write about it as if you already have it. That's something I do all the time, and you guys, like, honestly, it does work. Like, it really works. But yeah, these 2 books are definitely a brilliant place to start if you're wanting to change your mindset, change your life, get positive for 2021. These I would highly recommend. The next book is 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think by Brianna Wiest, or Wiest, Brianna Wiest, actually know how you pronounce her last name, I'm really sorry, I completely butchered that. I actually heard about this from Jen Im's channel. She was reading it and recommended it, so I picked it up, and honestly I just found this incredible. I read it throughout 2020 and I read it over a course of a few months. Like, I didn't read this religiously every single day, but as you can see, I've kind of tabbed my favourite essays that I can go back to, and I've highlighted this book like crazy. I've annotated it. I've sent this essay, one of my favourite essays, sorry, in this book to people countless times via email. Like, it's just, honestly, it's fantastic. And this again just encompasses everything from kind of like everyday life through to love, finance, relationships, health, everything. And it's just very, very good at changing your outlook on the world and what is going on in the world and how you're reacting to things. And it's very reassuring, it's very relatable, it's very accessible, again, the way it's written. And yeah, I've truly found some of the essays in this, honestly, I'm not going to necessarily say life-changing, because I think that is a little bit of an exaggeration, but they've definitely changed the way that I've thought about a lot of things. And I've sought a lot of comfort in this book over the last 12 months, and especially the essays that I've tabbed there will be ones that I go back to again and again and again. There's one in particular actually about love, which I found really, really hard-hitting, called How the People We Once Loved Become Strangers Again. Wow, like, it was intense, it was incredible. So yeah, if that sounds like your kind of thing, I would highly recommend picking it up and giving it a go. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Okay, on to two books now, which I haven't actually read, but the reason I've included these is because I feel like when people are talking about manifestation and the law of attraction at the minute, it's kind of a buzzword, you know, especially in light of the pandemic and stuff. I think a lot of people are looking for ways to change their life, understandably, and I think people are just kind of like grabbing onto anything and everything that has been proven to work, but without necessarily a lot of grounding and a lot of understanding in those things. And I think sometimes there'll be a lot of naysayers as well who will hear about the law of attraction and think that's not going to work. Like, how can you think your perfect life into existence? And I understand their skepticism, I understand their doubt, because like, I've also been there, and while I'm by no means living my dream life right now, manifestation is helping me every single day to achieve small goals, big goals, and everything in between. But I think the important thing to do is to actually look at slightly older books and older texts, because these same books and these same texts are actually including the same message that we're hearing now about the law of attraction, but obviously everybody words it slightly differently. But I think it's very interesting when you look at books and you look at things that have been published since like the early 1900s, and the fact that that same message is still being taught today, but just under a different guise. I don't know, I find it very interesting. So the first one is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This book is obviously, it's world famous. This was originally written in 1937, and basically after interviewing I think it's 500? Yeah, 500 of the most affluent men and women of the time, he essentially wrote this book as a guideline on how to turn your financial life around and basically think and grow rich, essentially. And it basically gives you a 13-step formula to help you to identify your goals, master the secret of true and lasting success, obtain whatever you want in life, and join the ranks of the super successful. Now, in terms of the writing, I don't know how accessible this is, because like I say, I haven't read it, but this is definitely one that I hear spoken about time and time and time again, and it does still bring into play the elements of the law of attraction. And I think it'll be very, very interesting to read this actually and kind of compare the message in this to the more modern messages that we're hearing these days. But this is one specifically geared towards finance and changing your financial future, which I'm sure with many of us is something that we want to achieve in 2021 in light of the worldwide events in 2020. The other book I want to talk to you guys about is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and I feel like, again, this is something that I hear spoken about all the time. And again, it's not necessarily manifestation and law of attraction itself, but it does apply the same principles. And this is mostly geared towards how to live in the present rather than living in the past, living in the future, worrying about what's going to happen. This is about how to make peace with exactly where you are right now, and how to kind of quieten down those inner thoughts that kind of send you a little bit crazy sometimes and get you into a place where you're living a more liberated life. This one I am really excited to read. Again, this one was first published in 1999, so not quite as old as the other one, but still, you know, it's been around for a long time, and honestly, again, I feel like when you're hearing this same message repeated again and again and again throughout the ages, and although I mean, I know we're only talking kind of early 1900s onwards, but even so, I feel like when you're hearing this same message repeated again and again and again, there's got to be a nugget of truth to it, you know. So I'd recommend reading this one, and this one's only a thin one as well. This one's way more accessible in terms of length. It is 191 pages, so something that is going to be a very easy read, and I think something that people take a lot of comfort from and a lot of knowledge from. And yeah, so I would recommend picking this one up. I think it's available on Amazon pretty cheap. To be honest, they're all available on Amazon. I will link them all in the down bar for you. And the last book, which is the one I'm currently reading actually, this is called Make It Happen, Manifest the Life of Your Dreams by Jordana Levin. Now this one I would definitely recommend, again, if you're just getting into manifestation and the law of attraction. I haven't read much of it. I'm only kind of maybe 20% of the way through, but this one's really helpful because the writing again is very, very accessible. It's very relatable. It's written in a very fun and just generally nice style, which I find very easy to work my way through, because one thing I do struggle with personally with non-fiction books is when they're written and they're so stuffy and you're forcing your way through them, you know. And I find that kind of thing very, very difficult sometimes to identify with, and then I don't enjoy it, and I feel like I don't retain the message that the book's sending, because I just sit and read the same line over and over again and then think, oh god, I don't understand this, I'm not clever enough. But with Make It Happen, it's definitely written in a very, very accessible way. It also has some really great little exercises in here that you can do in like a journal or just on a piece of paper or on a Word document, whatever you prefer. So it's split into two parts. You've got part one, which is the theory, which is where she kind of gives the background of what exactly all these different facets of manifestation are, how you can apply them to your life, and how she applied them to hers. And then it has part two, the practice. So you've got things like manifesting little things, manifesting love, your dream career, opportunity, all this kind of stuff, and it just gives you a thorough grounding in it. Now this one looks a bit thicker, but honestly, like, it's really accessible. Like, the text isn't too big, the page is nice and big, so I think it's like just under 350 pages, so it's not too bad, it's not too difficult to get through, and like I say, it's so easily readable. I think you guys would fly through this. So yeah, this is another one that I would definitely highly recommend if you are wanting to learn more about manifestation and kind of change your life in 2020. Okay guys, so that is 5 non-fiction books for you to read to change your life in 2021. If books really aren't your thing, however, like I said, check out The Secret documentary on Netflix, and I will also leave some really great manifestation and positivity podcasts and other online resources in the description bar as well for you guys to check out. And that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, please do give me a thumbs up, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye guys.